Since I've been quite young, I've had a very vocal inner critic. It's been telling me in various forms that I'm not enough. Don't try this, you'll stuff it up. Don't try that, you'll make a fool of yourself. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be such a loser. I won't depress you with all the iterations, but it's reasonable to say that it hasn't always served me well. Mostly, my inner critic has left me with the experience of many negative emotions: frustration, self-loathing, depression, and often anxiety in moments of high performance. Whether I was competing in sport, where my self-talk would leave me feeling too much nervous energy, leaving me lethargic in critical moments, rather than energized and at my best, or public speaking, with too much anxiety, my mind would be jumbled. And of course, my inner critic could have a field day telling me that I had no right to be doing it in the first place, or in high-pressure work situations, making prices as a foreign exchange dealer, or sitting around a boardroom table. Having heightened anxiety at times has made my capacity for clear decisions and clear communication difficult. Because of this unhelpful way of being, over the years I've worked hard on finding ways to get this noise out of my head and find a way of being that helps me to get on with the job at hand. Everything I tried over the years, whilst helpful at the margins, didn't solve the problem. As a rower at uni, I saw a sports psychologist, but I still couldn't shake the nerves. As a forex trader, I began transcendental meditation, but I still couldn't find peace. As a hedge fund manager, I kept working on ways to find a sense of calm and equanimity, but rarely was I able to find it in moments where I needed it the most. Gradually, over this 25-year period, I was able to meld together a process forged across many disciplines that enabled me to clear my head of unhelpful thoughts and my body of emotional baggage, which would allow me to be present and not get dragged down by my anxieties in moments that required peak performance. Now, when I race as a masters rower, I feel the joy of it, and I'm winning races at a level that eluded me in the past. When public speaking, I don't choke on my words. I'm able to be present and listen and feel the energy of the audience, such that I can be flexible on my feet. And now, when I'm trading and investing, my decisions are less clouded by emotional attachments. I'm freer, more open, and definitely more profitable. All of this is as a result of the process which I now follow religiously, which I consider akin to pressing an emotional reset button. So when I press this button, I'm left in a space of feeling immense gratitude and a sense of connection to all that is around me. When I'm in this space, I can't feel anxious or in conflict. All of that stuff just fades into insignificance in the background. So why did I put this in a program? Well, firstly, I use it every day, multiple times a day, and I find it insanely helpful. In my coaching practice, I'll often have coaching sessions with only 5 minutes in between. And so I use this process in between every session to ensure that I don't have any emotional attachments. I don't have any of my own stuff, any of my own baggage in the space for any of my fresh interactions. But the main reason I reverse engineered this process and put it into a program was for my two sons. They're both musicians and grew up in a world of social media. At times they have to navigate adoration and criticism in equal measure, and yet they have to get up and perform without their ego getting in the way. Having this process at hand brings a lightness to bear. Imagine performing as a musician, as a public speaker, as a sports person, or in sales, and not actually being concerned with the expectations of others, rather just being present, feeling the joy of the living moment, getting all the other stuff out of the way and just getting on with it. Just simply being in the moment and feeling the magic and wonder of the experience itself. like a bird, soaring. This is the outrageous promise of this program, helping you to remember who you are, freeing you of all those restricting false beliefs that you hold about yourself, that your inner critic is telling you about at any given moment, allowing you to be present and free and that perfect version of yourself that you always knew you were.